I saw a train barreling straight at this boy, but the boy didn't even notice. I shouted at him to get out of the way, but in the next second, the train hit him. No mercy. Then something strange happened. He somehow showed up right beside me. That trinket on his back caught my eye. Having been able to sense spirits since I was a kid, I suddenly realized this boy right here might already be dead. A few months back, there was a crash there. A small car got hit on the tracks. The mom and little girl barely made it out alive, but the 6-year-old boy didn't survive, and that boy was him. His memory stopped on the day he died. I took him to see his mom. I saw her crying her heart out since he didn't know he was dead. I told my friend to pretend she could see him, keep him company for a bit so I could go talk to his mom right away. She wanted to say hi to him, but she wasn't even looking his way. He started getting suspicious. I quickly told him she's blind. That put his mind at ease. I tracked down his old home from the address. Met his parents. During our talk, I told his mom, "Your son's spirit has been waiting for you by the tracks. He misses you so much. He doesn't even know he's gone. If you want, I can help you talk to him to prove I wasn't lying." I mentioned he loved that spider charm. Her face went pale. She was shocked, but in the end, she said no. She missed him badly. Wanted to talk to him too, but she just didn't have the guts to face that pain again. Bright and early the next morning, his dad stormed into my antique shop. He blamed me, said I shouldn't use the dead to mess with his family for cash since he left yesterday. His wife hasn't stopped crying. He thought I was a heartless con artist. Then he warned me to stay away from their family and stormed off. By then, the boy seemed to realize he was dead. He couldn't handle it. He smashed a couple lights and ran out. I frantically searched for him, but he was already back home. He leaned in close to his mom's face and apologized. At that moment, she seemed to feel him. Then he went to his dad's room. He raised his hand to wipe his dad's tears, but his dad grabbed a gun by. I rushed to their house too. His mom told me just now she thought she just felt her son and asked me to check if he was really there. I walked down the hall and finally found him in a corner room. He told me sadly, Dad might do something wrong. I asked his mom what happened. That painful memory came flooding back. The night it happened, Mom was driving with her 2 kids, coming back from the market. He kept whining for the spider charm car. Mom was on the phone with her husband, saying the car had broken down twice already. Husband was pissed, told her to get home fast. But as they crossed the tracks, the car broke down again. The crossing bells started ringing fast. Mom grabbed the little girl, but boy had gone back inside. To get the spider charm, she screamed in terror, but it was too late. Meanwhile, Dad was waiting outside the shady car dealers. He jumped out and got into a fight with the dealer. Luckily, my wife and I showed up just in time and pulled them apart. Then Dad suddenly pulled out a gun. I rushed over to stop him and told him, the boy said to me, "You once taught him to roll all his bad feelings into a big ball and kick it hard. Kick it all the way to the moon. He wants you to do that now." That broke him. Dad couldn't hold back and he dropped the gun and broke down sobbing. Not long after, I took the boy back home so he could say his final goodbye to Mom. I told her, "Your son is about to..." She was already crying uncontrollably. He gently stroked her hair, his little hand. He saw a beam of white light in the sky. I knew it was time for him to go, so I told him to step into it bravely. He stood up and gave his mom a deep kiss on the cheek. Then he walked into the world that was